Dear sons and daughters of planet Earth, I am Sananda, once again, and I will never tire of saying, I am so grateful to be here. Today I want to bring you some thoughts, bring up some beliefs that you carry in your minds and that, I would say, are very much in the way of anything you wish. All of these beliefs were literally implanted in your mind so that you would never have the strength, courage and belief that you are a powerful being. To start this subject, I need to dig a little deeper. You are not just this physical body that you see. You have as if they were outer layers beyond this physical body that you don't see, because they vibrate at a different frequency than you see. No, they don't vibrate in the fifth dimension. Within the third dimension itself there are sub-frequencies, and the higher ones are populated by your subtle bodies, which are exactly these layers that surround your physical bodies. Each of these layers has a function. The closest to the physical body is the etheric body. It is exactly the copy of your physical body. That's where everything happens effectively. That's where imbalances are manipulated. That's where imbalances are generated, and that's where diseases are created, diseases that appear inside your bodies, not outside. The other bodies represent your emotional side, your mental side, holding the feelings, holding the emotions, and as the layers become more external, they get closer to the spiritual. So realize that the spiritual is a little far from the physical, but everything that you live in the physical is reverberated through all these bodies, through all these layers, and vice versa. When you are born, all of this is formed around. No matter if it is just a tiny body, all of this is formed in proportions suitable for that tiny being. And all the emotions, thoughts, feelings, traumas that your soul has ever experienced are stored there. And when the physical body couples to this etheric layer, these subtle bodies, a lot of the soul is passed into the physical body, and some are latent, just waiting for the imbalance of the physical body to manifest. This is how you cause internal illnesses. When this imbalance of those subtle bodies is big enough, the baby already has the problem at birth, because his soul brought the imbalance so intense that he didn't know how to control it, to the point of not going to the physical. He's too big. So the physicist absorbs the problem. When I speak, now returning to the beginning of my subject, of your beliefs, you never imagined at any point on the journey that this was how diseases were formed. Many think it is punishment from Father, Mother, God. Being born crippled, being born with problems, being born sick is a punishment. So I tell you, no. It was your soul's choice to live that problem intensely in the physical body, to soothe some of your feelings of something done in the past, or simply to make those around that little being suffer. All are lessons. It is not the judgment of each soul here. Those beliefs that you never have anything to do with anything, that you don't cause anything, that you're not to blame for anything. This belief is immensely coupled to your cells. So let's go down a little further. Everything that happens to your body is stored in your soul, every incarnation, anything, everything. And when that soul takes on a physical body, it passes all that information to the first cell formed, and the first cell formed divides into 2, then into 4, then into 8. That is, that memory passes to every cell in your body. So yes, beliefs, dogmas, agreements, pacts, contracts, are passed on to every cell in your body, not just one, they are all. And I ask you, how many cells do you have in your body? There are billions. So I would say to you the following. Curing a disease is not something easy. It is not something that simple, where you click your finger, I am cured. It's not like this. First, the soul needs to be healed. The soul needs to stop injecting, because it keeps injecting into the body everything that it has already experienced. Every pain, every trauma, it keeps injecting. Many times you don't realize, and many times, by your own choices and mistakes, they manifest. So what's the first step? Heal the soul. The soul needs to be healthy. The soul needs to understand that that trauma, that wound, that pain, that emotion experienced, was in the past. It doesn't have to repeat itself this time. Once you heal the soul, there is no longer the source of the problem being fed, so the problem is slowly being ended. Now there's an important point, the soul is healed. So I'll give you an example. It's the same thing. If you eat something which is not good for you, and you take a medicine which helps to improve your body, after this fact is no longer a problem, because it was an isolated problem. Now, if you eat again the same way you ate before, you will have the same problem again. So let's do a soul parallel. You do soul work. Heal that problem, heal that pain, that trauma. But if you do something in your physical body that touches that point where there was previously the problem in the soul, it comes back to remember. And as soul remembers again, everything starts again. It starts injecting again into the body. So that's how some illnesses come and go. And come and go, and come back and go. Because you haven't learned to eliminate the source of the problem altogether. So I wouldn't say the path to healing is easy, no it isn't. First you need going back to the beginning of my talk. To heal the beliefs that you can't do anything. That you can't heal yourself. And when I say they're not capable, it's not doing procedures, it's not praying all day, it's not meditating all day. The cure is in balance, in the physical body. So when you have a problem in the physical body, think about this. What does? Forget that you are an awakened person, you have never heard of anything. What causes the problem to be triggered? Why do you unbalance your body to the point where the problem appears? Okay, you've identified the problem, so start avoiding it. Because even if your soul is injecting that problem, if you keep everything in balance, nothing happens. The problem is there but you won't feel it, because you are in balance. Now if you don't keep the balance, nothing to do, you'll do millions of treatments, millions of meditations, millions of prayers, and you won't heal, because you haven't eliminated the cause of the problem. And don't answer me that the cause is your soul. No, it isn't. The cause is your imbalance. I'm going to do a side here, talking to those who were born with problems. If you keep your balance, you'll even need medication to live a lifetime. But you will live harmoniously with the problem. This is a slightly more serious case, but I wouldn't say it's impossible to solve. So I'll go back to talking about the soul. If you heal your soul and keep yourself in balance, the problem goes away. Because there is no cause and there is nothing to unbalance that point where the problem exists. So the problem is latent, it lies dormant. I would not say that you are fully healed and gone from your physical body. Some problems will never go away, but wherever you go, everything will stay in balance and you will forget about the problem. So I say to you, do you want healing? First point, heal your souls. Then comes the big unison question between you. And how do I do this? The answer will not be straightforward. Each of you will need to look for whatever your heart indicates. Some will find healing by walking along the beach, listening to their heart and talking to it, their higher self, and asking, I want my healing. I want my balance, help me get it. Others will need a lot of prayer time, a lot of meditation time, until they can get past those implanted beliefs that they can do something. So there is no direct answer, it is each one's journey. Search in your hearts how you can heal your souls. From there, start a walk of balance, instantly realize what makes it all come back. It's like, I'm going to give the same example, similar to what I said before. It's a house of cards, which if you keep it in balance, you won't feel anything. Now, if you get out of balance a little bit, it all falls and it all comes back. So learn to recognize the source of your problems. What brings the imbalance of your problems? This is the first step. What do I do that makes this problem appear? All right, heal your soul and adopt the balance, and I guarantee you will find the cure. Yes, you can find the cure. It will depend on the faith and confidence that you will have in yourself, in being able to heal. Do not expect miracles from above. The miracle is in you. You are responsible for your own miracles. Think about it very carefully, and be sure that many will find balance and healing, regardless of their beliefs. Which, by the way, it is worth saying here, that all these implants that were made no longer exist in you, they were all destroyed. Now it's up to you to change your thoughts, change your beliefs, and consequently change your lives. Peace be with you.